Welcome back to another episode of Football Weekly. This is your host, John. More drama and controversy in the Champions League. Let's talk about it. So far, the Champions League has been full of surprises. 3 favorites have already been eliminated, and ties that many had seen them as favorites to go through. The biggest surprise of all was Real Madrid yesterday, and today many were shocked by PSG and Roma's controversial exits. First, let's talk about Roma, who did not have their best game. They lacked creativity and looked sluggish at times, while Porto looked the superior side as they dominated the game and completely imposed their game on an unresponsive Roma side. Roma came into this game with a 2-1 lead at home over Porto. The away goal Porto scored was crucial as Porto managed to turn things around, forcing the match to go to overtime. And just when everything seemed like this game was heading into penalties, a controversial call was made by VAR, giving Porto a penalty and sealing the match. Watching the replay, there was a clear penalty as Florenzi pulled on the back of Fernando's shirt in the penalty area. Whether it was enough to cause him to fall is debatable, but nevertheless, it was a pull. Now let's talk about the biggest surprise of the night, PSG versus Manchester United. PSG went into this game with a good lead over Manchester United. They were up by two away goals after beating Manchester United at home. They looked like clear favorites to move on to the next round. They were still without their main superstar Neymar, but now had Cavani, who wasn't fully fit yet, but was on the bench. While United were basically playing with their B squad since they were missing like 10 players like Pogba who were suspended, players like Alexis Sanchez who were out on injury. But I gotta give Manchester United all the credit. They allowed PSG to have possession. United was able to capitalize on 2 mistakes made by PSG, which at this stage in the competition, you just can't afford to make. Every goal is crucial in this knockout phase. This allowed Manchester United to once again have a chance even with PSG scoring. And just when everything looked like it was going in PSG's favor, VAR made a controversial handball call that gave Manchester United a penalty. In my opinion, while it did appear to deflect off the defender's arm, it was not done intentionally as the player turned his back to deflect the ball. But there's always a margin for error in football. While PSG played well and dominated, they weren't able to keep hold of a lead that they worked so hard for in the first leg. And at the end of the day, they can only blame themselves for this loss. Ultimately, their mistakes ended up costing them their elimination. Once again, another year where PSG crashed out in the same fashion, even with all of the money invested. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think VAR was right to make these calls? Or perhaps both PSG and Roma can only blame themselves for their own eliminations? Once again, don't forget to like if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next episode.